All right, Brian, thought I'd do a quick walkthrough for you. As you probably remember, the inside of the interior walls of the room were this faux wood paneling. Got the doors kind of delaminating here, but we'll fix that later on. But yeah, making some real progress. So it was the faux wood paneling up to about, or exactly 8 feet, and then it was some beautiful vintage 1970s wallpaper from the 8-foot mark on up to the ceiling. So we went ahead and ripped out all that paneling. You can still see the lines from where the adhesive for the paneling was on the walls, went through, scraped them all clean. Sheetrock is about $30 a sheet, and this room is roughly 26 sheets of sheetrock total. So saved a lot of money on sheetrock there. Did end up replacing six panels, full panels of sheetrock total. Finished out where the window framing was left exposed, where the old window was there. Had to go through and redo the electrical because the old receptacle boxes, job boxes, this old black bakelite kind of plastic, but with that 1/8 inch paneling, the boxes then stuck out an 1/8 inch further once the panels were removed. So had to replace the boxes, went through and replaced the electrical receptacles and switches since they're cheap enough while we were at it. There's a good amount of termite damage in the framing. Fortunately, most of it was very isolated. The king stud on the side of the window here was just paper thin. Ripped that out, replaced that, several spots around the room. Up here, we had an exposed beam going across the bottom. It's a load-bearing beam going across the bottom of this space, where the sheetrock just came down to the top of the beam and stopped. So we went ahead and sheetrocked all the way down, put a nice vinyl corner bead all the way around so it's nice and durable, finish it off really smooth. We're about 95% of the way done with the finishing work on the sheetrock. Just have a little bit of skim coating there. Finish up this corner bead on this section, and then this stud here is, as you can see, needs to be replaced. I'm actually going to be moving this switch right here. I've got the wire pre-run. This is not live, so the switch can be moved there, so whenever we put modern 3-inch trim, we'll have room for it. And since the wall's already open, might as well. And went ahead and changed a few things around, like that recessed area up above the windows there. That was non-existent before. The sheetrock just went all the way up to the ceiling with no framing behind it, but it was just wallpapered over, so it didn't really matter at that point. But when you're doing tape and mud on joints, you have to have framing behind it, so just figured it'd be less of an environment for creatures and critters to live if we just sheetrocked the back all the way up there, had a nice little indented recessed area, give it a little bit of character and some more lines. So just about ready for priming and painting in here, and then we get to tackle the floors. So wanted to send you a quick video update in case you wanted to send this on to Jennifer or whoever might enjoy it, but aloha.